Today we are going to discuss a new topic, Mendeleev's periodic table. In our previous class, we have discussed about Daubernier's triads as well as Newland's law of octaves, where they suggested their own models for periodic classification. Correct? Today we are discussing about how Mendeleev classified elements in his table. This is actually the first organized way of classifying the elements. Why? Because his classification is based on one of the main fundamental property of atom, that is atomic mass. According to Mendeleev's periodic table, physical and chemical properties of elements are periodic functions of their atomic masses. Physical and chemical properties are the periodic functions of atomic masses. This is also called Mendeleev's periodic law. This statement is also known as Mendeleev's periodic law. So you have to remember, physical and chemical properties are the periodic functions of atomic mass. Means he arranged, according to Mendeleev's periodic table, the arrangement of the elements is done with respect to the increasing order of atomic masses. The main important thing you have to remember is Mendeleev arranged elements in the increasing order of atomic masses. Let us study the details of Mendeleev's periodic table. Let me draw the table. See here, children, we have Mendeleev's periodic classification on a tabular form. According to Mendel, he has arranged elements, as I said in the beginning, it's according to the increasing order of atomic masses. Okay, here you see hydrogen having 1.008, that is the least atomic mass, and then helium comes 4.003, then lithium 6.94, beryllium 9.01, then next increased boron 10.82, carbon 12.01, nitrogen 14.008, oxygen 16, fluorine 19, then neon 20.183. Here you can see some gaps are there, some areas, some columns, there are two elements are there. All these things we are discussing now. First of all, what you have to listen here is Mendeleev arranged periodic table with respect to groups and periods. Here groups means there are 8 groups. 1, 2, 3. These are vertical columns. This here you can see hydrogen, lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium, francium. So this is a vertical column. Okay, these vertical columns are called groups. Okay, according to Mendeleev, there are 8 groups with a 0 group at the end. Okay, so 8 groups were there. 8 groups you have to understand like this. Groups are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8 groups. Okay, plus 1 0 group. Okay, and he has made also some horizontal rows. This is our rows, we can say. This way it will go hydrogen to helium, then lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, neon. That is the increasing order of atomic masses. Where second period we have, this is the third period, then this is the fourth period, fifth period, sixth period and seventh period. In the modern periodic table also we have 7 periods only. So this is a In the next class, we will be learning about monoid periodic table. There we will discuss about that. Okay. So the main, some of the main features, let me explain now. So one of the important thing is he arranged elements in the increasing order of atomic masses. That is the first thing you have to remember. And he understood that while arranging the atoms in the while arranging the elements in the increasing order of atomic masses, there are some properties varying from one to the other one. According to the one of the important fundamental property of atom, that is atomic mass. That is the first importance of classification of Mendelevian classification. Second, we can say that the way of arranging in Mendeleev's periodic table made study of elements more easier than the earlier classification of elements. Next, some of the elements atomic masses were incorrect while Mendeleev's periodic class table he corrected some of the atomic masses by putting in his periodic table. He corrected some of the atomic masses. Another importance was in his periodic table is he left some gaps. These scandium, gallium, germanium and all discovered later only. So he named them one before that as these elements named with respect to these boron, aluminium and silicon as used a word eka boron. Eka means one element before that. Eka boron, eka aluminium, eka silicon, like that. So those elements are actually found just before that elements. So they were actually named. He predicted earlier that these elements, when they are discovered, they will have the same physical and chemical properties. So he left certain gaps in the periodic table. So that are some of the merits we can say. So in his time there were only 56 elements were known. So those elements which were not found during his time, he left some gaps and he predicted that those elements will be discovered later and can be fit into his periodic table. Okay, so these are the some of the merits of Mendeleev's periodic table. Let me explain once again. Main important thing is his way of arrangement with according to the increasing order of mass number made a systematic study of elements. Next we have discussed is the correction of atomic masses. He corrected some of the elements which were not, which were having a incorrect mass numbers. He corrected them into exact mass numbers. The next importance was the prediction of new elements, and he left certain gaps in order to fit the elements into it. So children, have a look into the Mendeleev's periodic table. Mendeleev's periodic table is classified on the basis of increasing order of atomic masses, where he put groups as well as periods. In groups there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 groups there are, and later he also left gaps for noble gases to find and put in the zero group, and 7 periods were there in his periodic table. So and he left certain gaps for the new elements to find out. Now children, let's study about what are the demerits of Mendeleev's periodic table. Okay, so first one is the position of hydrogen in the periodic table. Here hydrogen, even though it is a non-metal, hydrogen is placed along with the alkali metals like lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium, and hydrogen has some properties like halogens, fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine. Okay, so the position of hydrogen is a question mark. Then another demerit is he arranged according to the increasing order of atomic masses, as we know. So when the isotopes comes in, as you know, if hydrogen itself, hydrogen is having a isotope hydrogen 1, hydrogen 2 and hydrogen 3 are there. Suppose if this is the condition in case of hydrogen, hydrogen itself will be placed in 2-3 different groups. So that is the another demerits. Arranging the elements according to the atomic masses, isotopes cannot be fit into the groups in a proper way. Next one is even though it is arranged according to the increasing order of atomic masses, some anomalous pairs are there. Like potassium is placed after argon. Argon is having a atomic mass 39.944 and potassium is having atomic mass only 39.110, but argon comes before potassium. So that is another demerit of Mendeleev's periodic table. Another demerit is like copper and mercury having a similar properties, but copper and mercury are placed in different areas where you can see copper is placed with potassium atom. So there are some dissimilar elements are put together and some similar elements are placed in the different places. So this is another demerit we can say. Children, the last demerit we can say is the periodicity in properties. Mendeleev could not explain the periodicity of properties. Periodicity means after a regular interval of time, similar physical and chemical properties are repeating. That is called periodicity. Okay, that he could not explain in proper way. So children, today we have learned only about Mendeleev's periodic table. This is also one of the earlier classification in which this gave the insight into the classification of elements in a proper way. And according to Mendeleev's periodic table, what we have studied is he classified elements into groups and periods, in which 8 groups and 7 periods he had classified. So learn about Mendeleev's periodic table in a proper way, so that we will be able to understand the modern periodic table in a little more better way, and we will be able to classify the elements in a proper way. Thank you students, thank you and have a nice day.